to bring us as we're off in Week 9. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Herbert on first down now. Taken in there by Kinnigawa. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain
at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. It's his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
38-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to second and waypoint in quarter 1.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Raiders' 21-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run here with Eckler. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Michael Badgley for the Charger field goal.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score.
So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action. Mariota. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Working out of the gun. Mariota. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And picked up by the Chargers. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they're going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense set to get this drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Jacobs now. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And some room to run now. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Well, he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. From the gun, Mariota. This complete left side to Aguilar. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Las Vegas.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Caught left side, Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
First down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Powerful running. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
He's brought down.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Play fake, Mariota. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the Chargers' 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation.
They'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Here's Herbert. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now Eckler. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup.
The tackle made.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. To the air again, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. He's got daylight. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Daniel Carlson on for the point after.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
C.D. Lamb on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, they told us. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
3-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Badgley's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. for? Coach? The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, you're on offense trying to get things figured out. Okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders, and it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. This kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They run it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Las Vegas.
First down, Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A 3rd quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
On play action, Mariota. Just keeping the play alive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. And I know it's seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Raiders.
They'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. This thing's worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. It's his target, the tight end, Mo Cox. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
Tyrell Williams, now a member of the Raiders, but he began his career with these Chargers. He spent 4 years with the Bolts. His best season came in 2016. That was the year that Keenan Allen went down in the opener with a knee injury. And Williams that year wound up with 69 catches for over 1,000 yards.
Joey Bosa in on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On second down, here's the option.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
At the Chargers' 33-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Play action now. Mariota. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Option here on 1st and 10.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Quick throw out wide from Mariota. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Carlson on for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Chargers 19. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert on 1st down now. Left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Kick is good. Makes the score Raiders 28.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. Team for the Raiders able to secure it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Running is Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Here's Jacobs, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A 40-yard attempt.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, They're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Charger drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
26.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Las Vegas, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Britt.